Hi, this is Don Kedal reporting to you from Jerusalem, Israel. And right now I'm at the special Sigd holiday festival that the Ethiopian community celebrates every year to commemorate what they used to do in Ethiopia. They would gather together in one place on a mountain. They would bring the Torah scrolls and they'd go through the procession that they're doing right now on this mountain, which is actually facing the Temple Mount. And that's the main focus of this festival, is actually the Temple Mount, and its main focus is the temple. And for many years, for over 2,000 years, the Ethiopian community has been celebrating this festival. And as you hear the prayers that these men are praying right now, these are actually the priests. They're wearing priestly garments, Ethiopian priestly garments, and they're representing the Ethiopian Jewish community as they were in Ethiopia. They're doing here in Jerusalem right now. And this is where this whole event has moved to, from Ethiopia to this particular mountain. Why? Because you can see the Temple Mount as Abraham went with the tradition where he came and sacrificed Isaac. It says that as he came to the place and saw the place from afar, this is the spot where Abraham stood most likely and saw the place from afar as he was coming from Beersheba. This is south and this is north. Just south of us is Beersheba, and this is the place where he would have stood and saw the place from afar, and then asked the young men that were attending him to stay here with the animals, and that him and Isaac were going to continue on to to the Temple Mount where he was to sacrifice Isaac. So in commemoration of that, this is why they're gathering particularly on this spot where they can see the Temple Mount just from a 2-kilometer distance. But I asked them, I said, wouldn't you want to celebrate this feast, this commemoration, on the actual Temple Mount itself? And they said absolutely, because the whole main goal of the main point of this celebration is actually in commemoration of Ezra and Nehemiah. They say are the two brothers who, because of their love for each other and their extraordinary love for each other, and how they would go out of their way for each other, this is what they're commemorating, is that the Jewish people need to come together, regardless of our differences, to come together, to unite and have solidarity, and together worship God on the holy mountain, Mount Zion. That's the focus of this celebration, and that's why they're here. This is why they have the Torah scrolls, and this is why they're doing these prayers. They're praying from a special book that has both the Ethiopian Amharic language in it, and they're praying from this book, from the Psalms and special prayers that they've been praying for over 2,000 years in Ethiopia, in the hope to one day make it to this holy place, Jerusalem. So this is so powerful to see how important this place is, not just to Jews and coming from the Arab world, coming from Europe, but also to Jews coming from Africa, that their heart, their desire was to come to the Jerusalem of gold, as they were taught as little children, is what one of them told me. They thought that Jerusalem was a golden city. They believed that Jerusalem was a place where there was no sickness, no death. It's a holy city where there's purity, where there's God and His holy temple. And then they came here only to discover that there is a Muslim shrine on the very place where the temple stood. So their hope and their goal and their desire is to see the third temple rebuilt on this holy mountain, where they can perform this wonderful celebration here. So this is a wonderful celebration. This is a very wonderful festivity that is taking place right now. And I'm enjoying seeing the thousands of Ethiopians coming from all over Israel just for this special event, to be led by their Kohanim, their priests, as they lead them into this wonderful festive worship that they take place every year to remember Ezra and Nehemiah and their aspiration to build and rebuild the holy city and rebuild the temple. So this is a wonderful celebration, and this is a wonderful picture of the Jewish longing for over 2,000 years to come back to this holy mountain and worship our God. This is Don Kedal reporting to you from Jerusalem, Israel. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to sign on Cry for Zion and to get informed as we continue the informing and the battle for the Temple Mount. Shalom.